Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and in this video, I want to go over ticker symbol DDD, also known as 3D Systems. So I have covered this stock previously on my channel. If you guys want a further in-depth analysis of this stock, feel free to check out the video titled "Everyone Should Own This High Growth Stock." When I made that video, it was trading at $24. I made that on May 11th. And so right now, if we look at DDD, it's trading at $36, and today we were up 27%. The reason why I'm making this video is because we got some crazy news out of this company, and I'm very excited to talk about that right now. So why is Triple D up over 27% today? So if we go through this article right here, because today 3D and CollPlant actually announced that they are teaming up to deliver bioprinted solutions for improved breast reconstruction treatments. And so this is absolutely huge. So if we go deeper into this article, we can see that the partners will be working on 3D printing a soft tissue matrix upon which the body can grow new skin and which will function to support the lower portion of the breast in patients receiving the reconstructive surgery. So if you guys aren't familiar, females who do want to get those breast implants usually have to get some sort of incision at the bottom of their breast. The matrices in question will be printed using plant-based recombinant human collagen. And so even though the plant-based part of this is not really the big thing, in a world where everyone is starting to go vegan or vegetarian and meat is slowly starting to get out of the diet, people are getting on these trendy diets that are all vegan. It is crazy that we are actually able to 3D print having the baseline being plant-based. So that in itself is absolutely mind-blowing. And so as their bio ink, rather than metal or plastic or similar raw materials utilized as the ink in other 3D printing products. So that is crazy because normal 3D printers, again, like they mentioned here, use metal or plastic or any similar materials, but this one is going to be using plant-based materials. Sometimes the level of technology and how far advanced that we are is actually unfathomable. And when I read articles like this, it just makes me even more happy to be a shareholder in such an innovative company that is going to help the world become a better and more efficient place. And so the one thing that I really want to just emphasize here is that according to the companies, the RH collagen does not elicit any adverse immune response in humans and also offers superior performance, consistency, and safety, making it ideal for the use in this kind of reconstructive surgery. So if you're giving us a new method to a procedure and letting us know that it has no adverse effects on your immune system, we know that those silicone cups that people and females use in breast surgeries do result in some backlashes and some side effects in the human body. And so why this is so big is because traditional procedures do have adverse effects to the immune system. I actually know a couple people who have actually had implants and they actually had them removed because of all of the side effects that they were getting. And so the fact that this procedure actually does have none makes this even more crazy. And so I only wanted to go over this little bit because that is the bread and butter of this article. And so today 3D printing responded with a crazy day, up 27%. Look at the volume that we saw today. And so I'm very excited to go over the chart here because I'm excited about what is going to transpire with the stock in the future. So the first thing that I want to cover on this chart is our accumulation over distribution. The first and most important reason why I actually got into Triple D was because of how beautiful the accumulation has been. If I look at it right now, the accumulation is the highest it has ever been in any point in time in Triple D stock in the last year and a half. And so if I'm looking at that, common sense should tell me that the share price should also be at the highest point that it has ever been, but it is nowhere near that point. We are trading at 36.37. We have seen highs of around 55 here, and I believe that this stock can be well above 55. I believe that this stock is going to be a powerhouse. If we go here just to check out their market cap real quick, I want to see what we're trading at. We're only trading at a $4.6 billion market cap currently, And so this is a very innovative company that is just going to continue to innovate, and especially because they are focused on the medical field, there is just ample opportunity because innovation occurs every day in this field, and we always want the best and the most efficient possible ways, especially when it relates to us in any sort of medical treatments. And so the second thing I want to mention on this chart is that we are well above all of our SMAs. So we had a breakdown of our 50 SMA at this point. We were trading in this triangle, we broke up above it, and now we are not only well above all of our SMAs, it does look like we will eventually curl our 50 SMA above, and that was extremely bullish in itself. When a lot of our stocks are starting to break down and we are starting to see our 50 cross over our 200, which is an extremely bearish setup, we saw a very nice little reversal here, and it does look like we are starting to get a trajectory to go back up. Our RSI is at a 70, so we aren't officially overbought, but we are getting to that point. So I do expect Triple D to cool down a bit, but I do believe that with this accumulation, there are still a lot brighter skies ahead for this stock. And so if people are still wondering about this stock, just remember that this is still a very early company in its development that is just going to continue to get more and more contracts. They are going to fine up their technology and expand their own technology. So to have a company and to have the ability to invest in such innovation very early is extremely beautiful. And so I did want to let you guys know about this earlier, and I want to keep updating you guys on this because this is a very strong company that I have in my growth portfolio. Again, you guys know I believe in innovation. I love innovation, and this is going to be a crazy growth stock in the future. I have no plans to sell this anytime soon. It is tempting to sell when you get a crazy run up like today. However, I am in this for the long run because I believe that right now we are still trading very low relative to what we can be in the future. I expect Triple D at one point to be a $10 billion company at the least. And so from that technical aspect, I do believe we still have a lot more upside here on Triple D. And so lastly, I want to go and look at our MACD. So our MACD had a beautiful bullish crossover. So since our bottom right here, our MACD was clawing its way back up into the positive territory. We got a cross down right here. And so this was going to be a make or break time for Triple D. We were either going to just keep dragging down and then our MACD would eventually get negative and that would indicate another downtrend. However, we got a crazy reversal the last couple days. We got a crossover in our positive territory, and so our MACD is looking absolutely beautiful right now. Everything on this chart looks super stunning. I believe this is one of the better stocks to own for a growth play in a long-term portfolio because the innovation is just a no-brainer. They are doing things that nobody else can do, and because of that, that makes them extremely valuable. So I wanted to make this quick little update on Triple D. Very strong 3D printing stock that everybody should have in their portfolio. Had a crazy run today, so if you have yet to get in on this one, maybe wait for a cool off a little bit. We may see it go higher before it goes lower in the short term. However, this should be a stock on everybody's watch list. So if you guys enjoyed this quick little update on 3D Systems, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.